Hey guys, it's Lisa. I am starting to have a reaction. You may be able to tell because I am flushed. I know it's a little bit hard to see in this light, but my chest is starting to get flushed, and I feel pretty pukey on a regular basis, and I'm nauseous pretty much all the time. And I'm starting to get the bad abdominal cramping that I get before this turns into a serious reaction. So I'm going to give myself some IV Benadryl. Alright, so this is the end of my PICC line. Alright, the end of the extension to be specific. Take off the green cap. Okay, so this blue part is called the clave. Okay, and this is the part where we'll lock in the syringe. So I know that alcohol is you know, a no-go for a lot of people with mast cell disease. I'm fortunate that I'm able to use regular alcohol wipes to sterilize my line, and I don't have a reaction. So you want to just clean the end of it, put it on, and just move it around back and forth to clean the tip for about 15 seconds. Alright. This is 10 ml of sterile physiologic saline. Okay. And there's about 1 ml of air at the very top of the syringe. So what you do is you hold the bottom like this and you push it. And it makes like a little popping noise. Alright. Take off the top. After you take off the top, you do not want to touch the tip. Okay. You squeeze out the air. Okay. And push out just a little bit of the saline. And lock it into the clave. Okay, you push it forward and twist. I'm going to take the clamp off. So right now it's clamped. You can see it's like hooked under that little piece right there. Alright, I'm going to pull it back. Alright, and this makes the line open. And I'm just going to push. Alright. This is called flushing. And it just makes sure that you that the line is clean, that any heparin that was in the line before has been pushed out. It also makes sure that there's no clots or anything clogging the line. So I am going to, I always dilute my Benadryl significantly because I find that it burns a lot for me personally, but also it can be sclerotic to the veins when you inject it, which means it can cause hardening of the veins. So I dilute it 1 ml of Benadryl to 9 mLs of saline. So I want to just use an alcohol swab. Oops, sorry. Actually, I'm glad I just showed you that. So I cleaned it for about 10 seconds, and then I pulled it back and I touched it with my finger. So if that happens, you just want to re-sterilize it again. You have bacteria on your skin, and even though you know a lot of them are unlikely to cause an infection, particularly for somebody who is, you know, immune deficient, you absolutely can. So I scrub it for about 10 seconds, and then I just leave the alcohol on top until I'm ready to use it. I do the same thing for the Benadryl. Okay. Alright. Just leave it right there. This is a 10 ml syringe. Okay. If it has a needle on top, you want to turn it to make sure the needle is seated all the way. Okay. And you also want to just push the bottom up a little bit. Okay. Because there's also sometimes air in the top. So I'm going to draw back 1 ml of air. And cap the needle. And I'm going to inject that air into the Benadryl. Okay, and I'm going to put the alcohol swab back on top. Now I'm going to draw back 9 ml of air and inject that into the saline, sodium chloride solution. Okay, and the reason that I do this is because if you don't put the air into the vial and then you try and draw out of it, it creates like a, it's really hard. It creates like a pressure gradient that is hard to get the liquid out of the bottle. All right. I'm going to drop 1 ml of Benadryl. And you want to just pull back on the syringe as you're drawing the liquid down. Alright, I'm just trying to get the air to go to the top. Now squeeze it out. Okay. And then I cap it. Put the cap back on it. Stand it up. New alcohol swab. I'm going to clean it again for about 15 seconds. Okay. Alright, uncapping. It's diluted. Syringe has diluted Benadryl in it. Push out some of the liquid at the top just to make sure we get all the air out, and lock it into the line the same way. Okay. And